Rebellion Racing ORECA LM P2 posts record time in 12 hours of Sebring qualifying. Team upstages Cadillac for pole so far in this young IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship season. It's been all Cadillac. The three new Cadillac DPI cars have dominated the prototype class, first winning the season-opening Rolex 24 at Daytona after qualifying on the pole. When the prototype cars arrived in Sebring, it appeared Cadillac would dominate again after posting the fastest lap in 3 of the 4 pre-qualifying practice sessions. However, Cadillac didn't capture the pole for tomorrow's 65th annual Mobile 1 12 Hours of Sebring fueled by Fresh from Florida. The qualifying session on Friday afternoon saw record-breaking speeds in 3 of the 4 WeatherTech Championship classes, including prototype, with the fastest lap of 1 minute, 48.178 seconds, set by Miliani, driving the number 13 Rebellion Racing Gibson-powered ORECA P2. The Rebellion team comes to Sebring hoping to erase the memory of Daytona, which was a disaster, Yanni said. The team started third but ended up 8th in class and 50 laps off the lead after suffering from a variety of problems. Yanni's lap at Sebring was just slightly ahead of the fastest Cadillac, the number 5 Mustang sampling racing Cadillac DPI VR. Driver Christian Fittipaldi's best lap was 1:48.273, and he was followed by teammate Eric Curran in the number 31 wheel and engineer in Cadillac DPI, with a lap of 1:48.314. The third Cadillac, the number 10 Konica Minolta DPI, qualified 6th. That's the car that won at Daytona, with driver Ricky Taylor squeezing past Philippe Albuquerque in the closing stages, making a full contact pass that caused the number 5 to spin out in turn 1. It will be interesting to watch when Albuquerque and Ricky Taylor are on the track at the same time on Saturday. Qualifying in 4th was Jose Gutierrez in the number 52 PR1/Matthias and Ligier P2 car, and 5th was Brendan Hartley aboard the number 22 Tequila Patronism Nissan DPI. The 2 Mazda DPI cars, after some promising results in pre-qualifying practice sessions, ended up 8th and 10th in the 11-car prototype field. JDC Miller Motorsports ORECA, the only non-Cadillac to finish atop a practice leaderboard this week, qualified 7th with Steven Simpson at the wheel. Perhaps the biggest surprise was that the number 2 Tequila Patronism DPI, with a driver lineup that includes Pippo Derani, the hero of last year's Rolex 24 and Mobile 1 12 Hours of Sebring, as he drove that car to a win in both races last year, encountered issues in qualifying and subsequently lost all times after the team worked on the car in the pits after the qualifying session had begun, which is against IMSA rules. After qualifying, Rebellion driver Yanni seemed surprised by winning the pole. "We didn't expect it, to be honest," he said, due to some issues they've had with the car. Yanni said Sebring's unique character, mostly defined by the bumpiest, most abrasive surface on the WeatherTech Championship schedule, means that a driver has to improvise every lap. There is no ideal lap at Sebring. It's too bumpy. Clearly, Yanni improvised Rebellion's way onto the pole, but there may be no track where qualifying is less important than at the historic, 3.74-mile, 17-turn track. All that matters is the last lap. And that's clearly at the top of the mind of Gustavo Yakiman, who was the fastest qualifier in the Prototype Challenge, PC, class, which is running its last race at Sebring as the class is being retired at the end of the season. That has resulted in a smaller field, but there are 4 PC cars at Sebring that qualified closely and should put on their own show. Yakiman, driving the number 26-1 Motorsport Chevrolet-powered ORECA, had a best lap of 1:53.506. edging out the number 38 Performance Tech Motorsports car qualified by James French, whose best lap was 1:53.575. The number 38 car won the Rolex 24 by 22 laps, and Yakiman and the Bar 1 team know they have their work cut out for them. "We're just going to try to stay out of trouble," he said. Sebring is one of the toughest races, especially at night. It's pitch black out there. This race, he said, is a lot harder to win than Daytona. The Mobile 1 12 Hours of Sebring fueled by Fresh from Florida starts at 10:40 a.m. ET Saturday. FS1 coverage begins at 12:30 p.m. ET, while Fox Sports Go will stream the race flag to flag beginning at 10:30 a.m. ET when authenticated with FS1. IMSA Radio also will have live coverage throughout the race on IMSA.com.